What's good? It's Jordan. Today, I'll be talking to you about why ownership is important. Many times in this life, on this journey, we aren't provided with the tools needed for us to strive. Many times, we are in this society lost, alone, not understanding what's going on and not understanding the world around us. Many times, we're being programmed to just be under the demands of others, help others, follow others, instead of taking leadership and ownership in our own personal lives. We go to school, and school is teaching us to work for somebody else. We hang around people in our environment, and they're teaching us to be docile and follow other people's leadership. We go around family members, they teach us that we shouldn't own anything and we should just get a job and work for other people and just live our life until we're 65. And then when we're 65, retire, and hopefully we have enough money to just live freely after 65. Is that the life that you want to live? Is that the life that you see for yourself? Because we only can do the things needed and provided from the Most High in order for us to live a fruitful life. We shouldn't be in society under programming and under strict regulations. There are many various different people who find passion in working for others, and that's nothing wrong because we need these people as well. But I'm speaking for those who want a way out and are trying to find a way out and are trying to actually be financially free. Life comes with choices. We can make various different choices. We could choose to work for somebody, and when we work for that individual, provide value to that individual, help that individual, increase that individual's revenue. But just doing that for the rest of our lives and just using that time to just focus on someone else's business and what someone else wants to do and not focusing on our own life and our own family and our own business, that can't work. Sometimes we may just choose to work for somebody until we're retired due to the fact of the matter of us not wanting to take on any quote unquote stress and just wanting the easier way out. Just accepting that someone else is governing over you and telling you what to do and just showing you the ways of the workplace and the working environment, and just you being a role player on all in all. Do you want to be a role player for the rest of your life, or do you want to be an individual that has your own? And the Most High will provide us with ways where we can actually look into ourselves and know what our purpose and passion is. Even with content creators being on many various different platforms, we do not own these platforms. So whenever these platforms decide that they do not want to hear the information that we provide, they can just remove the content. Just having your own platform for you to place your content on. So when these platforms decide that they want to remove content, you still have content where you're providing information to other people, and it's your content, it's your platform, it's your base. But in all, people rather jump onto something that's already popular than something that's in progress. If you're working towards building your own platform and you do not have the hype, you do not have the revenue, you haven't built a structure that is sustainable, then people will not gravitate towards it. It takes many various years for you to own something and for it to be successful. And if people don't see that you are quote unquote successful off rip, then people will not jump on it and people will not help you work towards that platform that you're trying to create and provide. That's why you see all of these platforms in this day and age. They are ran by the same few people, and they work in networks where they hire other people who may be smarter than them to conduct the platforms, because they know that they have the people gauging their interests with the platforms, and they're able to make a life and own it, where to the point that if they decide that they want to take off freedom of speech or take off rights towards content creators, they can, because they know that they already have people pulled in. But we have to break free from this programming, and we have to understand that we're able to conduct and create things on our own. The people control what goes on in society, but the people haven't figured it out as yet. Without people joining as a collective, nothing works out. But people haven't understood that yet. Community is important, and we must understand that community builds something sustainable. But if people decide that they want to go on to the popular thing because of illusions, then nobody is really going to make a platform or anything where you're able to share information to help others, share information to encourage others, and share information to show others that we can create something sustainable. This is how other societies have been progressing throughout many various different years. Just by working together, building community, but we have this mindset where we don't want to see other people do better than us. So everyone falls and we all cry together in failure because we have an issue with somebody trying to make something out of themselves and help others. We rather destruction. We rather all of us not have anything than someone have something and we join together and band together to build something greater. But if we continue with this mind state, other communities will just upgrade themselves, upgrade their lifestyle, upgrade the people around them, while the lesser communities aren't sustainable, which we see right now. So we have to understand that ownership is important, and even just owning something that you can share with your children and just encourage other people and build community with is important. Like when you die, which we all are going to die, it's best that you have something placed for your children where your children don't have to struggle, your children don't have to go through a hard time. But many times we want to have fun and we want to party with people who don't even care about us. We want to just waste our life away. And then when it's time and our number gets called, and the Most High is taking us away, then the children fail and the children don't have anything conducted. And this happens generation after generation after generation after generation after generation. So what are we going to do? Are we going to still live the same way, or are we going to change our ways for the better? If we look at past generations, it was far much easier to build wealth. But in the time where it was easier to build wealth, people wasted time. So now in this generation, in this time frame, it's harder to build wealth. It's harder to build something sustainable for your future and to help your children's future. So at the end of the day, when you have a family, you cannot think for yourself. You have to think in a way where you set things in place for your children, especially if you're a man. Your family is looking at you to provide and protect them, because that is what the man does. Your family is looking for you to conduct leadership, because that is what the man does. But if we just want to make dumb decisions, and the decisions that we make really just hurt our future and harm our future instead of helping our future, then we suffer the consequences, right? And when we suffer the consequences, we can't blame the government for our decisions. We only could blame ourselves. Many times we try to blame the government for many various different things. But look at your decisions. Look at your life. Hold yourself accountable first. There are some people who they've got the terrible end of the stick when it comes to the system that we're placed in. But in all, there are people who know that they could have made a life for themselves and help their family to place them in the best position possible, but decided to waste their life and waste their time. So we have to hold ourselves accountable before we look at anybody else. And children are looking at their parents and their parents' lifestyle. And if the lifestyle is conducive to the environment, if the lifestyle is negative or positive, then the child will decide to take on that lifestyle that the parent takes on. So if the child sees that the parent is walking in the right position possible and is doing the right things, then the child grows up to follow the parent and follow the instructions of what the parent did. So we have to lead by example in this time frame and know that what we do right now could either propel generations behind us further or actually destroy generations after. And this world is only getting worse, so it's best we make the best decisions possible to help our future and to help generations after us future. So today, I hope that you understand that ownership is important, because when you own something for yourself, you're able to provide financial freedom for yourself. You're able to provide many different avenues where you're able to conduct yourself in a more positive way. You're able to use these four components: mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially to your advantage in a way where you're able to express these components and you're able to help others, endorse others, show others that ownership is important, and help others become the individual that they need to be in this life today in order for them to actually propel from the generations that they've came from, and they're able to actually take the time out of their lives to do something that they weren't able to do before. That's the best happiness. And the Most High provides us with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding for us to understand these things, build community, and help others through what we know. So let's take the time out today to actually look a little bit deeper in our lives and deeper in ourselves and really think about the decisions that we make in this life today. Because when we make good decisions, we reap what we sow. But when we make bad decisions, then bad decisions can hurt us for eternity. So I want to leave you with this scripture today, and I hope that these scriptures can help you in your own personal life make the best decision possible. 1 Timothy 5:8. If anyone fails to provide for his own, and especially for those of his own family, he has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever. Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way he should go, teaching him to seek God's wisdom, and will for his abilities and talents, even when he is old, he will not depart from it. I want to thank you for watching today. I hope this message helps you and understand that you are able to provide value in your own personal life and provide value in generations to come's life through owning something and through being able to have ownership in your own personal life. Peace.